Icon Knights versus 𝗃𝗏𝗊𝗋. Just now the toss has happened and 𝗃𝗏𝗊𝗋 have won the toss and elected to bat first. The umpires have taken the ground. Both the opening batsmen, both the opening batsmen have taken the ground and the fielders are following them. And the game is about to start very shortly. It's a 20-over match. It is being played for the 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃 day-night tournament 20 overs matches. And the name of the ground is Gurukul Stadium, Aziz Nagar. Names of the umpires, Mohammad Jamil and Mohammad Wajid. And the scorer, Mr. Atif. Kavu nee peru kuda cheppana? Still, awesome. Taken care by Venkat and his team. So let us have a nice game of cricket in this winter night. We have a watchtower where all the cameras are being installed and I am giving the live commentary here. I am 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗲 and this is a 20-over match. The game is about to begin. Wicketkeeper is donning his helmet. The lights are all on. It's a beautiful ground, green everywhere. 30 yards ground has been marked clearly, and we'll have to see who will play well. And we all wish the best team may win today's match. So all the very best to both the teams, that is Icon Knights as well as 𝗃𝗏𝗊𝗋. The ball has been handed over to the bowler who is going to operate from the far end for the first over of the innings and of the match. There is a slight change in the wicketkeeper, I think. The wicketkeeper has come out to don the wicket-keeping pads and also the gloves along with the inners. So the openers from 𝗃𝗏𝗊𝗋 have come onto the field. The wicketkeeper is also now ready to take the field. The names of the two batters who have come onto the ground to open the innings of 𝗃𝗏𝗊𝗋 are Rakesh Kumar Agarwal and Rajendra Prasad. Venkat is going to bowl the first over of the innings. His nickname is MSD or short form is MSD. All the fielders are exhorting him to bowl well. There is a deep gully, 1 point, 1 cover, slip is coming. He's in the second slip. There's a deep cover and a mid-off. Mid-on, mid-wicket and square leg. Besides the wicket keeper. This is the field set for the first over. Being bowled by MSD. Oh, he has bowled a leg spin, leg break ball. It's taken on the full. Tries to keep it to the onside, but doesn't connect properly. No score. Second ball of the over, he bowls a little straight, that too short pitched. Batsman goes on his back foot and offers a defensive stroke. Ball collected back by the bowler. None for no wicket. 2 balls are over in the first over of the match. Lovely shot. It's going for a beautiful 4 towards the mid wicket. Short pitch delivery, bowled on the leg stump. Sighted by the batsman very well and timed it very well. With a lot of power, it was hit towards the mid wicket and it crosses the boundary for a beautiful 4. The batsman opens his score with that 4. So also the team's score is opened with the 4. It's a flick onto the onside. No, they wanted to take a run, but the non-striker refuses to respond to the batter's request. Lovely shot, heaved over the head of the mid-off. It was a googly bowled by the leg spin bowler. The batter could read the ball properly, taken it on the half volley and driven it over the head of the mid-off for a beautiful 4. With this 4, the individual's score goes to 8 as well as the team's total to 8. 8 for no wicket. This is the last ball of the over. Again a googly, but then the ball was on the leg stump. He pushed it to the vacant mid-off area, but since the fielder was there with the ball, they could not cross over for a single. So 1 over, 8 runs. The second over of the fielding side will be bowled by Hassanuddin Khan. Hassanuddin Khan operating from the far end for the second over. Short pitch delivery. Oh my God, it was a catch missed by the point fielder. It went straight into his hand, but then he could not judge the ball. It came very fast into his hands and popped out of his hand. 1 run to the batter and 1 run to the addition of the team's score. So 9 for no wicket, 6.1 overs. Short pitch delivery, played defensively on the back foot, covered by the point, fielded by the point fielder and back to the bowler. There is a change in the field placement. Fine leg has come to square leg and mid wicket has gone to the just in between the short cover and the deep cover. Ball outside the off stump. Batter attempted to square cut it but could not connect. No score, no addition to the total of the side. 9 for no wicket. The match today is being played by Dry Ice versus Icon Knights for the Bharat SHAH tournament at the Gurukul Cricket Ground, Aziz Nagar. This is the second ball of the second over being bowled to the batter. Again he tries to square cut it. Ball pitched on the off stump and going away from the wicket, collected by the wicketkeeper and back to the bowler. Short pitch delivery. The batter wanted to square cut it, but then the ball went into the air, just fell short of the fielder there. No addition to the total of the batter and no addition to the total of the team's total, 2. Continues to be 9 for no wicket. Second over in progress. The ball bounced, wide declared. Wide declared. What's the split? Wide declared. So 1 run added to the team's total. Ball pitched on the off stump, taken on the half volley and lifted in the air over the head of the shot mid-off and the mid-off fielder on the 30-yard circle and fielded by the deep mid-off fielder on the boundary line. 1 run is added to the side's total and 1 to the batter's score. 10 for no loss, 2 overs. Eleven for no loss in 2 overs. This time the batter lifts the ball over the head of the bowler and the umpire. The fielder at mid-off fields the ball after it takes 1 bounce and returns back to the bowler. The wicket coming into ball for the second time in this over. Bowled very well, very good length on the leg and middle. The batter had no option but to offer a defensive stroke on his front foot and back to the ball. Again a beautifully bowled ball, leg and middle, very good length, played defensively. The fielder at point picks up the ball and returns back to the bowler. Score remains at 11-12 for no loss. Lifts. It's a catch. It's a catch dropped by the mid-off fielder. Cover fielder. It went in his hand and popped out of the hand. It's a stroke played by the batter, taken on the half volley. Mistimed. It went into the air, but the fielder at cover could not judge the ball correctly, so therefore the ball was left and he is still at the crease. This time he offers a defensive stroke. The fielder at point covers the ball, feeds the ball and returns back to the ball. 13 for no loss. But the ball bounced it like anything. It took a turn from leg to the off stump, but then because of the bounce in the ball, the batter could not offer any stroke. The wicketkeeper also was taken aback because of the bounce. However, no damage done. Ball is collected and back to the bowler. 3 overs. Thirteen for no wicket at the end of 3 overs. Bowled on the off and middle. Batter offers a defensive stroke. The ball goes towards the cover. By the time the fielder fields the ball, the batsman batters cross over for a single, taking that side stroke to 14 for no loss in 3.1 overs. He wanted to cut, but then misses the line completely. No damage done, no run. Ball is collected by the wicketkeeper neatly and back to the bowler. There are 4 byes now. The ball could not be sighted. It was almost a full toss on the leg and middle stump. The batter wanted to pull it to the fine leg, but then missed it totally. Wicketkeeper also missed the ball, and it crossed the boundary, and 4 runs have been added to the side stroke in the form of byes. 18 for no wicket in 3.3 overs. 4th ball in progress of the 4th over. It's not properly connected. A big heave to the mid wicket, but then no run, no addition to the total of the team. 18 for no wicket, 3.4 overs. Ball outside the off stump, very low. The ball kept very low. The batter had to bend his knees and try to hit the ball on the offside behind square, but he could not connect it. The score remains on 18 for no wicket. And last ball of the 4th over. He pushes the ball through the off stump, to the gully. There is no deep fielder. They get a beautifully hit 4 towards the point area. So total moves on to 22. Rakesh Kumar Agarwal batting 14. Rajendra Prasad batting 3. Venkat continues to bowl from the far end, his 3rd over of the innings. Driven, and there is a misfield at mid wicket. The batters cross over for a quick single. The The score of the innings moves on to 23 for no wicket, 4.1 overs. Played defensively, when goes to the leg slip, there is no fielder, and then crossover for a quick single. With this single, the total moves on to 23 for no wicket, 4.2 overs. Beautifully square cut. I think it's going to cross the point boundary for a 4. Beautifully hit. So the short pitch delivery on the off stump. The batter square cuts it for a beautiful boundary. With this boundary, the team's total moves on to 28 for no wicket in 4.3 overs. .29 for no wicket, 4.5 overs. Half volley. The batter wanted to late cut it, but the bounce of the ball was such that he could not connect the ball. Collected back by the wicketkeeper and returned back to the bowler. 29 for no wicket, 5 overs. 𝗏𝗃𝗃 15 batting, 22 balls faced. Rajendra Prasad 9, 8 balls faced. Venkat MSD 3 overs, 17 runs, no wicket. Hasanuddin Khan 2 overs, no run, 8 runs and no wicket. No maiden, no run, 8 runs, no wicket. Dry Eyes won the toss and decided to bat first against the Icon Knights for the BHARAT day-night tournament 20-over match at Gurukul Stadium, Aziz Nagar. And at the end of 5.2 overs, Dry Eyes are 29 for the loss of 2 wickets. After the loss of 2 quick wickets, the new batsman is still to enter the field and take guard. 𝗬𝗃𝗃 is the name of the new batsman. At the score of 29 for 2, 5.2 overs, he is going to take guard and face Navjot Singh. Navjot Singh, in the first 2 balls of his first over, he has effected for two quick wickets. One caught at the point and one clean bowl. The batters are unable to read the ball being bowled by Navjot Singh. The ball kept low, off and middle. The batter, who is new to the wicket, just took guard, went on his back foot to offer a defensive stroke, could not connect, collected by the wicket-keeper and back to the bowler. The next ball, the same thing happened. Wicket-keeper collects the ball, returns back to the bowler. Wide, very wide, but then the batter has connected it by offering a forward defensive stroke. Navjot Singh has not conceded even a single of his first 5 balls in the first over, and he has taken already 2 wickets. Now this time the batter connects the ball, but then does not cross for a single because the fielder is there, and therefore the score remains at 29 for 2. 𝗬𝗃𝗃 batting 0, Rakesh Kumar Agarwal 15. చేస్తారు. రావట్లేదు దీంట్లో అంటే నాకు ఇంటర్నెట్ లేదు బయట డౌన్లోడ్ కావట్లేదు ఇంటికి వేరే 𝗙𝗰𝗲 have lost their third and fourth wicket in quick succession, and now they are 30 for 4 of 6.3 overs. 𝗹𝗶𝘃𝗃 has taken 2 wickets in his 1 over with 1 run given. MSD, that is Venkat, of his 3.3 overs he gave away 17 runs and he has taken 1 wicket. One, I think he's got run out when the direct hit at the bowler's end got him run out. Direct hit. So 30 for 4, 6.3 overs. The run out also was effected by 𝗹𝗁𝗃𝗃, who has taken 2 wickets in his first over. He also ran the batsman out at the non-striker's end by hitting the wickets directly. The next batsman, Ganesh, is walking to the batting crease and he will now take his guard. 𝗃𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗲 remains not out at the other end at his individual score of 15 of 23 balls. MSD, that is Venkat, operating from the far end, 3.3 overs, lovely drive towards the mid-off area, deep mid-off, fields the ball, returns back to the bowler. In the meantime, the batters have crossed over for a single. The total moves on to 31 for 4 of 6.4 overs. Venkat coming into bowl for the 5th time in the 4th over. This again a off-break bowler, off-break bowled by the leg spinner. Batter reads the ball correctly, plays it forward defensively, goes towards the point. The ball is fielded and returned back to the bowler. Last ball of the over. This time he bowls it on the middle wicket. No offer, no stroke was offered, collected by the wicketkeeper and returned to the bowler. Overs 31.4 of 7 overs. 𝗙𝗰𝗲 31 for 4 of 7 overs. చూసుకోలేదు అదే బౌలరా 𝗹𝗁𝗃𝗃 There is a change at the far end. Jatin Bhandari is going to operate from that end in place of Navjot Singh. Very short pitched ball. The batter tries to heave it over the mid wicket, doesn't connect. Ball collected by the wicket keeper and returned to the bowler via the mid off fielder. No addition to the team's total. 31 for 4, 7.1 overs. This time he connects it very well for the maximum. A lovely shot, maximum 6 runs to the batter. With this 6, the side total moves on to 37 for 4. And Rakesh Kumar Agarwal moves on to 22 of 26 deliveries with 1 6 and 3 4s. Today's match is 𝗃𝗏 versus the Icon Knights for the BHARAT day-night tournament's 20 overs match and being played at the 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗲 Stadium, Aziz Nagar. 𝗃𝗏 won the toss and decided to bat. They are now 37 for 4. This time the batter swings the ball towards the mid-wicket. The ball was pitched short. The batter read the ball correctly and swings it. But in the process, they get only 1 run. 1 run added to the total, 38 for 4, 7.3 overs. Jatin Bhandari coming into bowl for the 4th time. Again a short pitch delivery, pushed towards the point on the off, and before the fielder fields, the batters cross over for a quick single. The total moves on to 39 for 4, 7.4 overs. There is a slight change in the field placements. One more, the onside field has been strengthened. One fielder has been drawn from the mid-off area and he has been put to the short mid-wicket area. So leg side is having 4 fielders. This time the batter fails to connect the ball. Ball collected by the wicket keeper and returned back to the bowler. The last ball of the 8th over being bowled by Jatin Bhandari. Short pitch delivery, pulled towards the mid-wicket and mid-on area. They get a single for this shot. 40 for 4, 8 overs. They are going at the rate of 5 runs per over. They need to step up the run rate so that they can get at least 120 or 130 to give a fight. Moin, there is a change in the bowling from the far end. Moin is going to bowl the next over, that is the 9th over. Right arm. He has got the same field placement. Wicketkeeper is trying to adjust some positions on the boundary line on the onside. The bowler himself is trying to adjust the field. Fielder is coming towards the leg umpire, and the mid-wicket fielder has gone onto the boundary line. The mid-on fielder is also on the boundary line. Mid-off fielder is also on the boundary line. The deep cover is on the boundary line. Moin is going to bowl. Right arm over the wicket. First ball, the batter plays it defensively, but then the ball is fielded by the long on fielder. I think they could have taken one more, but they have restricted to a single. With this single, the total moves on to 41 for 4, 8.1 overs. Beautiful swing onto the wicket. This flick goes to the square leg, exactly the place where the square leg position was placed, readjusted towards the leg umpire. Therefore, 1 run to the addition of the total 42 for 4. Rakesh Kumar Agarwal batting 25 of 30 balls. Ganesh batting 2 of 4 balls. Pushed slightly on the offside over the off his back foot, fielded by the point fielder and returned back to the bowler via the wicket keeper. No addition to the total, 42 for 4. Beautiful square cut, but then very well fielded by the point fielder. No run scored. No run added to the total. It remains at 42 for 4 of 8.4 overs. Moin coming in to bowl the next ball. Short pitch delivery. He wanted to cut it, but then it went to the square leg position, which is called a French cut in cricket. No run to the batter. No addition to the team's total. For the last time, Moin comes into bowl. Short pitch delivery of the off stump, catch, dropped it at short third man position. It was a dolly catch, but then the fielder at third man could not judge the ball correctly, the speed of the ball. It comes into the hand and pops out of his hand. At the end of the 9th over, dry eyes are 42 for the loss of 4 wickets. Rakesh Kumar Agarwal not out 25, Ganesh not out 2. Ball keeping low, the batter wanted to square cut it, the ball on the off and middle, but then could not connect because the ball kept low. Collected by the wicket keeper and back to the bowler. Jatin Bhandari operating from the far end for the second over. Again a short pitch delivery, played defensively off his front foot, back to the bowler. Again a short pitch delivery, square cut through the cover. the batters cross for 2 runs. The bowler at the deep cover slipped, but then before he could field the ball and return back to the wicketkeeper, the batters have crossed for 2 runs. The total moves on to 44 for 4, 9.3 overs. for 4, 44 for 4, 9.4 overs. Jatin Bhandari coming into bowl from the far end. Short pitch delivery on the off stump. Square cut this time to the deep cover. By the time deep cover comes and fields the ball and throws to the wicketkeeper, they could take only a single. With that single, the total moves on to 45 for 4, 9.5 overs. Last ball of Jatin Bhandari coming into bowl from the far end. Round the wicket. Short pitch ball again outside the off stump. Straight driven off his back foot. By the time the fielders stop the ball and passes it on to the bowler, the batters cross over for a single. The score moves on to 46 for 4, 10 overs. 46 for 4, 10 overs. Dry Ice versus Icon Knights being played at Gurukul Stadium, Aziz Nagar for the Bharat SHAH day-night tournaments 20 overs matches. Dry Ice won the toss and decided to bat, and at the halfway stage they are 46 for 4. They need to step up their run rate so that they can give a challenging total to the side batting second, and it becomes very difficult unless you score fast, make it through boundaries and sixes. You can't step up the run rate at all. But their batsmen are all out, batters are all out, so therefore these people have to build up their innings by taking quick singles, converting singles into twos, twos into threes. That's how they can increase and improve their run rate. There's a mid-wicket conference going on at the end of the 10th over, halfway through. Maybe they're having a quick water break. చేసిండు సైడ్. Since already 10 overs have been completed, the fielders have changed their direction from the far end to the pavilion end to bowl. The 11th over, first ball, bowled by Moin. There was an appeal for a leg before decision, but then the umpire said nothing doing. The ball was outside the off stump, outside the line of the wicket, so therefore turned down. Score remains at 46-4. Short pitch delivery played on the back foot. No single possible. Score remains at 46-4. There is again an appeal. Wicketkeeper and the bowler are appealing vociferously against the batter. Non-striker is talking to the batter, maybe advising him as to how he should play the ball so that all these appeals can be avoided. Moin operating from the pavilion end, 1.3 overs, 3 runs, no wicket. Short pitch delivery on the off stump, pushed on his back foot. There is a misfield. The ball goes towards the deep point, fielded properly there. In the meantime, the batter crossed for a single. 1 run added to the total for 𝗃𝗶𝗃𝗃. Moin operating from the pavilion end again for the 5th time in this over. Good length ball. The batter lifted that ball over the head of the 30-yard circle. Fielder standing at mid-off gets a single. With this single, the side's total moves on to 49 for the loss of 4 wickets. 10.5 overs. Last ball of this over of Moin. The umpire declares it as wide. 1 run added to the side's total. They complete their 50 for the loss of 4 wickets in 10.5 overs. Last ball driven to the deep mid-off. By the time the fielder stops the ball, the batter's crossover is single. This single, the total moves on to 51 for the loss of 4 wickets, 11 overs completed. Now let us see who is going to operate the 12th over. Venkat, that is MSD, has completed his 4-over quota. He has taken 2 wickets. Sorry, one for the loss of 18 runs. 18 for 1. 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗲. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 lifts the ball over the head of the umpire and the bowler straight for a maximum, that is 6 runs. With that 6, he moves on to 34. He has faced so far 41 balls, hit 3 boundaries and 2 sixers. Moves on to 57 for the loss of 4 wickets. Taken on the half volley, again lifted over the head of the bowler. Boundary. With this boundary, the score moves on to 61 for the loss of 4 wickets. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 not out 38 of 43 balls. 4 boundaries and 2 maximums. Full toss. Maximum. Again a maximum on the mid-wicket area. With this 6, the side total moves on to 61 for 4 and 67 for 4, and the batter's score moves on to 44. 44 not out of 44 balls. One more boundary. That's a lovely shot, played all along the ground to the mid-wicket area. The mid-wicket fielder as well as the mid-on fielder could not stop the ball. The ball went bisecting the 2 fielders and a boundary accrued to the batters. Total, he moves on to 48. Size total 71 for 4. Short pitch delivery. Bowled back foot, played back on the back foot and defensive stroke. Dry eyes after winning the toss and elected to bat are 71 for 4 of 11.5 overs. The opener 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 not out 48 of 45 balls with 5 boundaries and 3 maximums. Now a lot of changes are happening on the field because of the massive hitting of 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Flicks it, and 1 run was possible. There is no one to back up that throw, resulting in an additional run to the batter. So instead of 1, the batter gets 2. నేను మళ్ళీ మాట్లాడుతున్నాను లైవ్ కామెంట్లో మళ్ళీ చేస్తాను. నో ప్రాబ్లం. సో నథింగ్. ఓకే ఓకే. Ball on the leg and middle. Batter wanted to flick it to the square leg. The ball went off his pads and a single taken by the batter. The side total moves on to 75 for the loss of 4 wickets of 12.3 overs. Individual scores: 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, the opener, not out on 49. of 47 deliveries, 4 boundaries and 3 maximums. This time the batter wanted to square cut it. I think he misconnected it, therefore the wicketkeeper took the catch, declared out, caught behind. The 5th wicket of the side lost at the score of 75 of 12.4 overs. Thank you. The new batter 𝗵𝗆, who is also the team's wicketkeeper, is taking his guard. He has come into bat at the score 75 for the loss of 5 wickets. At the non-striker's end, the opener 𝗃𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗏 remains not out on 49 of 47 balls, with 3 huge sixes and 5 beautifully hit boundaries. Short pitch delivery outside the off stump must be declared a wide. Yes, 1 to the addition of the team's total, moves on to 76 for the loss of 5 wickets. The new batter 𝗵𝗆 took the ball on the half volley, wanted to drive straight, but then it took an outer edge, went to the point. The point was a little far away from the ball. So in the meantime, the batters have crossed for a single, quick single, 77 for the loss of 5 wickets. Short pitch delivery on the leg and middle, played by defensively backward, and 𝗃𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗏 finished his beautiful half century. 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗏 for 5. 13 overs completed. 𝗃𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗏 just completed his half century of 48 balls with 5 boundaries and 3 maximums. కిందకి వినిపిస్తున్నట్టుంది. There is a change in the bowling from the pavilion end. Rohit Surana is going to operate from the pavilion end. Right arm over the wicket. Oh my God! I think it's the pitch of the ball almost fell at the feet of the bowler himself, maybe out of practice, out of touch, but still the batter pulls it towards the square leg and gets a single for that. Wide, declared wide. With this wide, the side's total moves on to 80. 80 for the loss of 5 wickets. One more wide, one more wide. With this wide, 81 for 5. The team's total moves on to 81 for 5. 𝗬𝗏 Surana, bowling from the pavilion end, short pitch delivery. He wanted to hit it over the mid wicket, but then took an outer edge and the ball flew to the mid off. The ball fell short of the fielder, therefore the batter still continues. Again a short pitch delivery driven backward to the mid on area. By the time the fielder fields and returns back to the bowler, they cross over for a single. He opens his innings. Madhu Bukku, 2 runs, 3 balls. And the side's total moves on to 82 for the loss of 5 wickets. Short pitch delivery on the leg stump, driven very all along the ground for a 4. This time the ball was on the leg and middle. The well settled batsman 𝗃𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗏 saw the ball and then hit it all along the ground towards the square leg boundary for 4. With this, the side's total moves on to 86 for 5. This time 𝗃𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗏 hits it back towards the bowler. Fortunately, the bowler doesn't collect the ball, otherwise it would have been a very good caught and bowled attempt. But straight boundary, it crosses, and 4 more runs accrue to the total of 𝗃𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗏. He moves on to 59, side total to 90 for 5. This time he pulls the ball over the fine leg for a beautiful boundary. 63, not out 52 balls, 8 boundaries at 3 maximums, and the side's total moves on to 94 for 5, 14 overs. Navjot Singh, the captain of the fielding team, comes back to bowl. In his first over, he has taken 2 wickets, he has not confused. Navjot Singh took 2 wickets in his very first over without even conceding any run. In his second over, on the second ball, the batter cuts it behind the wicketkeeper for a single. This time he pushes it towards the deep point for a single. With this single, 𝗃𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗏 moves on to 64 and Madhu Bukku to 2, remains 2, not out 2. Quick single to the short mid-off area. With this run, the score moves on to 98 for the loss of 5 wickets, 14.4 overs. Navjot Singh, the captain of the fielding side, he is bowling very well, very restrictive bowling. I don't know why he was taken away off the first over. After after the first over. Again a quick single towards the mid off. Lifted. Boundary. This time, Navjot Singh bowls on the middle wicket. The batter takes it on the half volley and lifts it over the head of the bowler and the mid outfielder for a 4. With this 4, his individual score moves on to 68 and the side's total moves on to 103 for 5. And at the end of the 15th over, the side is 103 for the loss of 5 wickets. Short pitch delivery, not collected neatly by the wicketkeeper. No run, no damage done. The score remains on 103 for 5. Hasanuddin Khan operating from the pavilion end. He has so far bowled 2.1 overs, gave away 8 runs, no wicket taken so far. Second time in his over, Hasanuddin. This time the batter drives it towards the mid wicket. Probably they may get 2 runs. Yes, they get 2. The mid-wicket fielder was almost on the boundary line, and by the time he gathers the ball and returns it back to the fielder, the wicket-keeper, the batters conveniently completed 2 runs. With these 2 runs, the total of the side moved on to 105 for the loss of 5 wickets. Full toss, no, on the leg stump, off his pads I think. Oh my god, dangerous single. They get 2 leg byes, 2 extras. With these 2 runs, the side's total moves on to 107 for the loss of 5 wickets. Rakesh Kumar Agarwala not out 68. Of 54 balls, 9 boundaries and 3 beautiful hit sixes. And Madhu Bukwe at the other end remains not out on 7 of 10 balls. Off his pads, the batter tried to sweep the ball, completely beaten. Off the pad, it goes towards the square leg and byes declared. With that single as bye, the score moves on to 108 for the loss of 5 wickets. 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗵 right in front of the wicket, caught him right in front of the wicket. The batter is indicating that the ball had gone off his bat, but unfortunately there is no third umpire here. Is there anything like that? Third umpire unda? There is no referral system here, so the batter is going back to the pavilion dejected after a beautifully played innings of 68 runs of 55 balls. LBW bowled Hasanuddin Khan. The side's total moves on to 108 for the loss of 6 wickets. Sandeep Reddy, the new batsman, has walked to the wicket. He's taking his guard. The fielders are all going back to their respective places. Bowler back on his run up. Last ball of Asruddin's third over. Sandeep Reddy is going to face the last ball. Bowled on leg and middle. Appeal for a leg before decision, leg before wicket decision. Umpire turned this down and there is no damage done to the batting side. Over maybe. At the end of the 16th over, the score is 108 for the loss of 6 wickets. Now Navjot Singh is going to operate from the pavilion end for the third over of his. The batter is Madhu Mukku, wicket-keeper of the side. Declared wide as the ball was bowled on the leg stump. The batter did not offer any stroke to. Wicketkeeper does not collect the ball. The umpire declares it a wide. 1 run added to the team's total. 109 for 6. The batter wanted to drive it, but then does not connect the ball. Wicketkeeper takes it to very neatly and back to the bowler. The score remains at 109 for 6. This time he plays a defensive stroke on the back foot and goes to the silly short cover. By the time he fields and returns back to the bowler, the batsman crosses over a quick single. With this single, the total moves on to 110 for 6. He could not read the ball. He wanted to drive the ball, but then clean bowled. He is out, declared clean bowled. Sandeep Reddy bowled Navjot Singh 0. He played 2 balls. Faced 2 balls. Yes, please. Dry Eyes, having won the toss, opted to bat. They are now 110 for 7 at the end of 16.3 overs. Sandeep Reddy got just out now. Out bowled Navjot Singh, his 3rd wicket of the day. S.P. Rao walks in, takes his guard and is prepared to face the first ball. Navjot Singh operating from the pavilion end. Right arm over the wicket. Same fielders, same positions. This time again, half volley taken on the front foot, pushes it to this point. The point fielder tries to field with the leg, but then slightly misfields. The batters cross over for a single. With this single, the side's total moves on to 111 for 7. Off 16.4 overs. Navjot Singh's bowling for the 5th time. from the pavilion end. The new batter, 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 is to face. Short pitch delivery. We wanted to play a defensive stroke towards the point. He misses it completely, collects the wicketkeeper collects the ball and returns it back to the bowler. The score remains at 111 for 7. The last ball of the 17th over. On the leg stump, pushes to the mid-wicket area, but since all the three fielders on the leg side are far away, the bowler himself runs, collects the ball and returns it back to the wicket keeper. The score moves to 112 for 7. Off the back foot, pushes it towards the mid-off area. The non-striker is caught outside the stump, outside the crease, but then he's declared run out. Yeah, he's declared run out. The 7th wicket of Dry Eyes has fallen at the high score of 112 of 17 overs. So 1 wicket of the last ball of the last over. Sandeep Reddy run out 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 by Arjun Singh and Moin. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 got run out. Next batter, Dilip Joshi coming into bat at the fall of 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃's wicket, who got run out. $112 for 8. There is a slight change in the field placements. 1 gully, 1 point, 1 short cover, 1 mid-off. There's an appeal for caught behind. The batter is requesting for the ball to be declared as a wide, I think, because the ball was on the off leg stump. Then there's a deep mid-off, there's a deep cover, and on the onside there's a long on mid-wicket and a short square leg. This is the field placement for the batter. Over the head. The batter lofts it over the head of the mid-on fielder for 4. With this 4, the size total moves on to 116 for 8, 17.3 overs. Madhu hit that beautiful 4, takes his individual score to 13 off 18 balls. Again the same shot repeated, this time straight. No one attempts to field the ball. Straight hit, drive. No one has attempted to field the ball. Back-to-back boundaries. With this, his individual score moves on to 17. Side total to 120 for the loss of 8 wickets. The bowler attempted to bowl an off break, but then it fell very short, and with 2 ducks the wicketkeeper collected the ball and back to the bowler. This time the batter comes out of the crease and the wicketkeeper completely misses the ball and no, it has not crossed the boundary. Back up. Wide. They get 3 wides. With this score, moves on to 120 for 8, 124 for 8. Dilip Joshi has to open his account. He is going to face the first ball. Short pitch delivery. Wanted to loft the ball off his back foot. Completely misses. The wicketkeeper collects the ball and throws it back to the bowler. The score remains at 124 for 8. 18 overs completed. Taken on the half volley and driven all along the ground. By the time the fielder fields and returns it to, there's a run out there. The new batsman Dilip Joshi comes back to the pavilion without opening his account. Run out at the bowling end, non-striker's end. And Madhu Makku gets only 1 run for this, I think 124 for the loss of 8 wickets. Aditya Jain is the next batter. Aditya Jain walking to the center of the wicket. He is going to take the guard after he gets his chance to face the bowler, because he is now standing at the non-striker's end because the last wicket was a run-out. So the strike remains with Madhu Makku. Navjot Singh, full toss. Declared LBW, out plumb. Played a cross-batted shot. The ball was on the off and middle. He was declared LBW out. So 125 all out of 18.2 overs. Dry Ice have won the toss today and elected to bat first. They folded for 125 of 18.2 overs. Rakesh Kumar Agarwal hit a beautifully compiled 68 of 55 balls with 9 fours and 3 maximums, and the strike rate of 103.64. Then Madhu Makku, wicketkeeper of the side who got last out, LBW bowled Navjot Singh, was the other person who entered into double figures, 18 of 22 balls. Then bowling analysis, Venkat MSD, 4 overs 1 for 18, Hasanuddin 3 overs 1 for 10, Navjot Singh 3.2 overs 4 for 13, Jatin Bhandari 2 overs. There you go. Today's match, Icon Knights versus 𝗙𝗏𝗏. For the BHARAT-SHAH day-night tournament 20 overs matches being played at Gurukul Stadium, Aziz Nagar. 𝗙𝗏𝗏 won the toss and decided to bat first. They made 125 of 18.2 overs. The second innings has just begun and 𝗪𝗁𝗔𝗃𝗃, their captain, who bowled very well, he has opened the innings along with Arjun Singh, the wicket-keeper of the team. And at the end of the second ball of the first over, the score is 1 for no loss. And the bowling is in the hands of Sandeep Reddy, who is operating from the far end. This ball is pushed, taken on the full and pushed towards the mid-off, and 1 run taken by the batter. This time the ball is taken on the full and flicked towards the square leg boundary. By midfield, the ball crossed the boundary in between his legs, and with this 4, 𝗪𝗁𝗔𝗃𝗃 moves on to 5 with this boundary, and the score of the innings side is 6 for no wicket. The next ball, Sandeep Reddy operating from the far end. Short pitch delivery. He wanted to pull the ball, completely missed the line, and the wicket was missed by a whisker. Wicket-keeper collected the ball and returned it back to the ball. Last ball of the first over, Sandeep Reddy bowls, short pitch delivery. He cuts it to the point, but then very well fielded by the fielder at point. No run. The side's total 6 for no wicket, 1 over. Lifts it in the air over the mid-wicket's head for a boundary. 𝗪𝗁𝗔𝗃𝗃 moves on to 9. and the sides total moves on to 17. Sorry, Navjot Singh moves on to 15 and the sides total moves on to 17 for no wicket. At the non-strikers end, Arjun Singh batting on 2. He has faced so far 3 deliveries. 17 for no wicket, 1.3 overs. In response to dry ices, 125 all out of 18.2 overs. Aditya Jain bowling for the 4th time. Beautiful hit. Almost he would have played on. He drove the ball, but the ball came from right under the bats and stopped hitting his feet. Otherwise, it would have gone to hit the wicket. Sorry. Aditya Jain comes into bowl. He again tries to drive the ball off the pitch. Caught behind, caught behind. Now that he is out for 17. It was a slow ball. Speed of the ball, he could not read the ball. He went for his drive. The ball came slow. He took an inner edge and went straight into the wicketkeeper's gloves. Declared out, caught behind. First wicket fell at 17.
चलो बैक टू बॉय जस्ट बॉयज चलो बैट्समैन ऑन द फील्ड चलो बॉयज
The next batsman, the next batter who reached the crease is Abhishek Jain. He has taken his guard from the umpire. Has a look at the field. The field is 1 slip, wide slip, 1 point, 1 cover point, 1 deep cover, 1 mid-off, and 1 short mid-off on the 30-yard circle, 1 mid-on, 1 square leg, 1 deep mid-on, mid-off, sorry, mid-on.
One more.
Straight to the fielder, but then he fell in front of his legs. He could not. The non-striker would have got the ball on his head. Anyway, with this single, the sides total moves on to 18 for 1. 2 overs over, complete. They are going at the rate of 9 runs per over. Sandeep Reddy bowled the first over, none for 6. Aditya Jain bowled the second over, 1 for 12. Navjot Singh out. 17, 1.5 overs. Sandeep Reddy continuing from the far end to bowl the second over, his second over, and the side's third over. The person on the boundary line at long off is being brought into the 30-yard circle, so also the mid-on. Only the deep cover is there on the boundary line on the offside. There is a leg before wicket appeal turned down by the straight umpire. Sandeep Reddy bowling well, good line, good length. 18 for 1. Flicked and flicked very fast, but the ground condition is such that it does not go for board. The batters get 2 runs, the total moves on to 20 for 1. Sandeep Reddy, he has so far given away 8 runs in 1.2 overs. Third time in the second over. Ball outside the off stump. Perhaps it's a wide. Yes, umpire declares it as a wide. 1 run added to the side total. Moves on to 21 for 1. Short pitch delivery. Might taken it on his ankle. Shot mid off. Kept there purposely for a catch, but this time he gets it on his ankle. Everybody is inquiring of his condition. He is indicating that he is alright. The game continues. The bowler prepares for his next delivery. Played forward, defensive stroke. By the time the fielder from the point comes and fields the ball and throws it to the wicket-keeper, the batter has crossed for a single. With this single, the team's total moves on to 23 for 1. Arjun Singh not out 3, Abhishek Jain not out 4. Sandeep Reddy bowls. The deep third man comes on to the 30-yard circle. It's a lofted shot over mid-wicket. The mid-wicket fielder tries to attempt by going backward. It's a very difficult chance. Crosses the boundary for a 4. The side's total moves on to 27 for 1 of 2.5 overs. Dry is batting first, scored 125, all out of 18.2 overs. In response, Icon Knights have lost 1 wicket for the 27 runs they made so far of 2.5 overs. Played defensively back to the bowler. The batter wanted to cross over for a single, but the non-striker refused. The score remains at 27 for 1. 3 overs completed. They are going at the rate of 9 runs per over. Batting first, Dry is made 125 all out of 18.2 overs. In response, Icon Knights of their 3 overs scored 27 for 1. Navjot Singh made 15 of 8 balls and he was bowled by Aditya Jain. Arjun Singh still at the wicket, Abhishek Jain still at the wicket, not out. The next over being bowled by Aditya Jain. The attempted drive off his front foot by the batter prompted the nearby fielders and the bowler and the wicket-keeper to appeal for a caught behind. There was no touch, there was no connection between the bat and ball. So therefore, umpire said nothing doing. Ball went back to the bowler. He is preparing for the next ball. The batter moves out of the crease, goes onto the front foot and drives the ball very powerfully, but still the fielder at the mid of the position leads the ball with his legs and restricts the runs to 1. Side total moves on to 28 for 1. Abhishek Jain not out 8. Arjun Singh not out 4. Next ball from Aditya Jain. The batter wanted to flick it, but then he misses the line, collected by the wicketkeeper, and back to the batsman. Bowler. Short pitch delivery in the off stump. French cut. He wanted to play on the offside, but then he took an inner edge and went towards the short fine leg. Gets a single for that. With that, total moves on to 29 for 1. Batters Abhishek Jain not out 9. Arjun Singh not out 4.
Great work, Madhwana. Great work, Anna. Great work, Madhwana. Lovely.
There is an appeal for stump out. Excellent fielding, excellent stop by the wicketkeeper, and from a distance he threw the ball on the wicket which got hit, but then by the time the ball hit the wicket, the batter was back in his crease. The leg umpire says nothing doing for the appeal. Batter continues to be at the wicket. Not out 9, Arjun Singh not out 4. Sides total 29 for 1. Off stump ball, square cut, fielder is able to stop the ball, restricts for 1. Restricts the score to a single. With this single, the sides total moves on to 30 for 1 of 4 overs. They are going at the rate of 7.5 per over. There is a change in the bowling from the far end. Vinod Verma replaces Sandeep Reddy. The sides total Icon Knights is on 30 for 1 of 4 overs. The batters are trying to take advantage of the restrictions of the power play, that is the first 6 overs of the 20 overs in the innings. But somehow a few shots have been beyond the boundary. But had Navjot Singh continued at the wicket, he would have definitely added faster, quicker runs, more runs. But unfortunately, he was bowled by Aditya Jain. Short pitch delivery on the leg middle, pulled powerfully to the square leg boundary for a 4. No fielder there. No one to stop. No one at the fine leg, no one at the square leg. The score moves on to 34 for 1. 34 for 1. First ball of Vinod Verma, square pulled for a 4. Short pitch delivery once again, played defensively on the front foot, goes to the point. Fielder fields the ball and back to the wicket keeper. Restricted to single. With this single, the score moves on to 35 for 1. Next ball, Vinod Verma bowls, flicked towards the fine leg area. The fielder who has been placed at the square leg or short square leg runs for the ball. By the time he fields and throws the ball back to the wicket keeper, the batter takes a single. With this single, the side's total moves on to 36 for 1 of 4.3 overs. Vinod Verma bowls his 4th delivery, beautifully lifted over the square leg boundary for 4. What a shot! Time was good, time was excellent. The ball was sighted by the batter and lifted it over the head of the square leg for a beautifully hit 4. With this boundary, the side's total moves on to 40 for 1 of 4.4 overs.
Lovely, sir.
One by only. With that bye, the score moves on to 41 for 1. They are going at the current run rate 8.48. Given off his back foot. There is a slight misfield. The non-striker wants to take a single. Turned down by the batter. The score remains at 41 for 1 at the end of 5 overs. Lifted there over the mid wicket set. No, not properly hit the bat. Could not middle the bat properly. Therefore, the ball fell short of the mid wicket fielder, who fields and restricts the batter for a single. With that single, the total moves on to 42 for 1. Short pitch delivery once again. This time he drives straight through the cover boundary for 4. What a shot, what a shot. He takes the ball on the half volley and drives it through the cover fielder towards mid-off for 4. That side's total moves on to 46 for 1. Runs to it. Taken on the full, pushed backwards. The bowler himself tries to cover the ball, collect the ball, but in the meantime the batters have crossed for a single. With this single, the side's total moves on to 47 for 1. Pulled towards the leg, fine leg for boundary. Yes. With that boundary, the sides total moves on to 51 for 1 of 5.4 overs. Arjun Singh not out 19, Abhishek Jain not out 15. Arjun Singh moves on to 23 not out, Abhishek Jain remains 15 not out, and the sides total moves on to 55 for 1. Of the first ball of Vinod Verma, that is 1.1, that is the second over. First ball of the second over, there was a run-out attempt at the bowler's non-striker's end. Both the batters are safe. This time the second ball is flicked towards the fine leg by the batter. I think they run for 2. With this score, the score moves on to 57 for 1. There is a change in the onside field. The fine leg has been brought into the 30-yard circle. The square leg is pushed onto the back to the boundary line. Beautiful ball bowled on the off stump. There is a sudden lift of the ball off the pitch. Batter wanted to play defensively, but then did not connect. Wicketkeeper collects the ball and back to the bowler. Next ball keeps it low, keeps very low, almost ankle high. Batter was not able to play it. Collected by the wicketkeeper and back to the bowler. Short pitch delivery pushed towards the point area. No, there is no single because the fielder came very fast on the ball, saved, collected the ball and returned it back to the bowler. No addition to the total, 57 for 1 of 5.5 overs. Arjun Singh not out 23, Abhishek Jain not out 17. Short pitch delivery, push towards the square leg, mid wicket. I think 2 runs are possible. Yes, 2 runs are possible. Yes. By the time the wicketkeeper receives the ball, the batter completes his second run. So Abhishek Jain moves on to 19. Teams total to 59 for 1 of 7 overs. 8 runs per over now. There is again a change in the bowling at the far end. Venkat replacing Sandeep Reddy. There is a slight change in the field placement. The short fine leg has come to the slip. There is a deep third man. There is a deep point. There is a mid-off, short mid-off, almost very close to the bowler, and behind him there is a deep long off. Long on is there, square leg is there, mid wicket or fine leg is there. This is the field. Short pitch ball. Tried to sweep the ball, push or pull the ball towards square leg, hits the pad, and there is an appeal for an 𝗙𝗵𝗆 turned down by the umpire. Score remains 59 for 1. Beautifully cut. Luckily the fielder there in the slip, we have been brought in just now, has been able to stop the ball, restricted for a single. Otherwise it was a definite 4 all along the ground. It was cut behind the wicketkeeper, and the slip fielder was placed just 1 ball before this, stopped the ball and restricted it to a single. Again a fast ball on the middle. Ball driven to the mid-wicket area. Quickly they have crossed over for 2 runs. Next ball, bowling. Driven all along the ground towards the mid-wicket area. The batters cross over for a single. With this, the score of the side moves on to 63 for 1 of 7.4 overs. Another 62 runs to win. 63 runs to win. Boundary. This time the batter pulls it very powerfully through the square leg boundary for a 4. The ball was pitched on the leg and middle. The batter went on his back foot and pulled the ball through the square leg very powerfully for a boundary. With this boundary, Arjun Singh moves on to 28 not out, Abhishek Jain moves on to 22 not out, and the side's total goes to 67 for 1. Short pitch delivery in the off stump. Tries to square cut. Misses it. Wicketkeeper collects the ball and back to the bowler. 67 for 1 at the end of 8 overs. They are going at the rate of 8.38. Another 58 runs to win, 59 runs rather. Electing to bat, Dry Ice made 125 in 18.2 overs and got all out. In response, Icon Knights are 67 for 1 in 8 overs. Arjun Singh not out 28, Abhishek Jain not out 22. Now there is a change in the bowling once again at the far end. S.P. Rao is going to replace Venkat. I think they are looking at the field placements. The point, the mid-wicket fielder who was on the 30-yard circle is being pushed back to the boundary line. Square leg is on the boundary line. Mid-on is on the 30-yard circle and the square leg is also on the 30-yard circle. And one fine leg is on the boundary. And on the offside, 1 point, 1/3 man. One square leg. S.P. Rao bowls, played defensively back to the bowler. Very good length, very good line, slight turn in the ball. Cut. This time the slip, the fielder at 3rd man fields the ball with his legs and restricts the run to 1. With half I do the ball. Arjun Singh not out 28, Abhishek Jain not out 22, 67 for 1. This time lofted, but then fell short of the mid-off fielder. His batter crossed for a single. That single is only possible. And the score 69 for 1. Arjun Singh not out 29, Abhishek Jain not out 23. This time on the leg stump, I think he lifted over the head of the umpire and the bowler. 2 fielders are congregating, but then still they could not prevent the ball from crossing the boundary for a 4. With that 4, the score moves on to 73 for 1 of 8.4 overs. Individual scores: Arjun Singh not out 29, Abhishek Jain not out 27. Hit powerfully, but then fielder is there at mid wicket. No run, no damage done, no addition to the team's total. An off break bowler, lifted, it is in the air, but then dropped right in front of the boundary, and it crosses over for a boundary. With that 4, the individual total of the batter moves on to 27, team's total to 73 for 1. A lot of consultations are going on between the bowler and the fielders because of the last two hits, and still there are several gaps in the field, especially in the onside. Fine leg there is none, and all the people are asked to stand on the boundary line. I don't know whether they will be able to catch them. They will be able to stop the runs. Finally, the offside field is like this: one deep slip, one cover point, one extra cover, one mid-off. This time the batter pushes the ball towards the point. In the meantime, the bowler comes and collects the ball, but cannot prevent batter taking a single. With that single, that sides total goes on to 73 for 1, and Abhishek Jain not out 27, Arjun Singh not out 29 for the last time in this over. Taken on full and hit very powerfully into the air. Maximum for the maximum. The sides total moves on to 73 for 1 of 8.5 overs. (29) not out Arjun Singh, 27 not out Abhishek Jain. Full toss on the leg, hit very powerfully through the square leg for a boundary. With this 4, Arjun Singh moves on to 30 not out, Abhishek Jain remains not out on 41, and the sides total 88 for 1 of 9.3 overs. All the fielders are having drooping shoulders. I think they all have given up the game. Another 37 runs to win, 38 runs to win. Shot for a single. With this single, the sides total moves on to 89 for 1, 9.4 overs. Arjun Singh not out 30, Abhishek Jain not out 42. Driven to the point. The point fielder is almost on the boundary line, so therefore he is able to stop. Stop. Batters. Very quick 2 runs. Before the fielder throws the ball to the wicket-keeper, the non-striker almost reached the wicket-keeper's end, and the batter had to rush to the non-striker's end to save himself from getting out. With these 2 runs, the side total moves on to 91 for 1. This time he plays a defensive stroke, no run. 10 overs completed, 91 for 1. There's a change of the side at the end of the 10th over. First 10 overs they bowl from the first side, first end, and the second 10 overs bowl from the other side. So the first ball was driven off the back foot to the cover area, but there is no run added. This is the second ball of the year, taken on the full, and it driven very powerfully all along the ground, but then the cover fielder stops the ball, prevents it to one single. With this single, the total moves on to 193 for 1, 10.2 overs. Arjun Singh not out 33, Abhishek Jain not out 43. The next ball takes another full and then hit very powerfully towards the square leg. By the time the fielder is able to gather the ball and throw it back to the fielder, wicket-keeper, the batters have crossed over 2 runs. With these 2 runs, the score of the batters, Icon Knights, has moved to 95 for 1 of 10.3 overs. Arjun Singh not out 33, Abhishek Jain not out 45. Next ball. Taken on the full once again, driven very straight, but misfielded. Misfielded at the mid-wicket area for boundary. With this boundary, the side's total moves on to 99. Abhishek Jain moves on to 49, 1 run short of his half century. Arjun Singh not out 33. Next ball. Taken on the full, on the leg stump. Yeah, ball down short leg stump. There was an appeal for 𝗙𝗵𝗃𝗵, but the ball was on the leg stump. No damage done. Both the batters are intact. They are at the wicket. This time, the batter came out to face the ball, meet the ball, but then the wicketkeeper did a very smart job, collected the ball and whipped up the bails within a short while. And the batter is walking back to the pavilion. 1 run, I think, short of 50. Arjun Singh, Abhishek Jain stumped Madhu Mukho, bowled S.P. Rao 49. He is unlucky to have missed his half century by 1 run. 99 for 2 of 11 overs. Arjun Singh remains not out on 33. 99 for 2. This evening, Dry Ice won the toss and elected to field. They could make 125 all out of their 18.2 overs. In response, Icon Knights are 99 for 2 in 11 overs. Arjun Singh not out 33. The new batter has just gone into the field. He is yet to take guard and face the first ball. It's going to be an interesting match. This is the match being played for the Bharat Shah Day-Night Tournament's 20 overs match, being played at the Gurukul Stadium, Aziz Nagar. Mohammad Jamil, Mohammad Wajid are the two umpires officiating for today's match. Scorer Atif. Chinna. Then Chinna and company are in charge for the live coverage. The match so far has been very interesting. Quick wickets were taken when the fielding side were batting. This ball has been taken on the full, lifted, but then fell short of the square leg boundary fielder. They get only a single for this shot. The side's total moves on to 100 for 2. The new batter's name is Yash Agarwal. Yash Agarwal and Abhishek Arjun Singh. I beg your pardon. Arjun Singh not out 34 and Yash Agarwal who has just come into bat. They have to build up the innings and take the side to victory. Bowled outside the leg stump, must be declared a wide. With that single, 101 for 2 of 11.2 overs. Driven towards the mid wicket. The fielder who was standing at the mid wicket boundary had to run very close to as silly middle area to cover the ball and throw it to the wicket keeper. In the meantime, the batters have crossed over for a single. 102 for 2. Tries a sweep shot, doesn't connect, declared as a wide. One more to the addition of the side's total, 103 for 2. Played defensively and single. 1 run added. With that single, the total moves on to 104 for 2. The ball has been declared as a no ball. One additional ball will be bowled and a free hit allowed to the batter. Short pitch delivery this time. Lofted to the mid wicket. Fielder stops the ball and throws it back to the wicketkeeper. In the meantime, the batters have crossed over for a single. 106 for 2. 11.5 overs. This time the ball was lifted to the mid wicket. By the time the fielder comes from the boundary line to collect the ball and throws it to the wicket keeper, they cross over for 2. With this 2, the total moves on to 108 for 2. 18 runs to win. This time the batter wanted to swing it over the square leg, but then gets hit on the pad, caught right in front of the wicket, declared plumb LBW, and is walking back to the pavilion. The size total now is 108 for 3. So Abhishek Jain is out, Arjun Singh not out 37, Yash Agarwal not out 2. The new batter walking in is Yash Agarwal. He is going to take guard and face the first ball. Almost all the bowlers are standing on the boundary line. Mid off, cover, long on, mid wicket, 30-yard circle of a point, 1 short cover and 1 short mid off. This time the ball was on the leg and middle, pulled away. I think he won't be able to cover the ball. Yes, he stops the ball. In the meantime, the batters have crossed for 2. Yash Agarwal opens his account with 2. The sides total moves on to 1 shot. 1 shot. 107 for 2. Next ball, full toss, and he's bowled. He's bowled. He thought that it was a juicy full toss, tried to loft the ball over the mid wicket, but then beaten and bowled. Walking back dejectedly to the pavilion. The next batter is walking in, number 10. Hundred and 9 for 4. The new batter, Asruddin Khan, faces S.P. Rao. After taking his guard, the first ball is driven back to the bowler. No run, no addition to the total of the side. 109 for 4. This time, he goes onto his back foot to square cut the ball, but then not very powerfully because the ball was hit straight to the fielder. No run to the batter, no addition to the team's total. 109 for 4. Full toss on the leg stump, pulled powerfully to the fine leg area. The square leg fielder runs there and collects the ball and throws back to the wicketkeeper. In the meantime, batters cross for 2 runs. Asruddin Khan opens his account with 2. The side's total moves on to 111 for 4. Runs to win. Next ball, short pitch delivery outside the off stump, must be declared as a wide. With this single, the total moves on to 112 for 4. Short pitch delivery. Tries to drive off his back foot. Misses the line. Wicketkeeper tries to collect the ball. He also misses. No damage done. No run scored. Next ball. Leg and middle, driven towards the mid-wicket area, where the fielder comes very fast and prevents the... They successfully run for 2. There was a misfield there, no backup for the throw from the mid-wicket area. The good work done by the mid-wicket fielder was spoiled by the fielder who could not take the ball neatly at point area. So it resulted in an overthrow. Full toss. Driven to the mid-off area. 2 runs again. Back to back 2 runs. $116 for 4. 13.3 overs. Tries to drive the ball on the off stump, but then doesn't connect it properly. Attempted run out, but a futile attempt because the batter was already in the crease. With these 2 runs, the score moves on to 116 for 4. The ball kept very low. Batter could not connect the ball. Wicketkeeper could not collect the ball. A single by way of a bye. With this, the score moves on to 117 for 4. $120 for 4. 6 runs to win. 𝗹𝗶𝗃 plumb in right in front of the wicket, caught right in front of the wicket, declared 𝗹𝗶𝗃, batter coming back to the pavilion. Hasanuddin Khan is walking back to the pavilion. 𝗹𝗶𝗃 is bowled Vinod Verma sir, for 2. 120 for 5, 13.5 overs. Runs to it. The last ball of the 14th over was played back defensively to the bowler, no run. Jatin Bhandari is the name of the new batter. He played that last ball. No run accrued. He played a defensive stroke back to the bowler. Bowler stops the ball, no run. The sides total remains at 120 for 5. Arjun Singh pulls it to the wicket boundary for 4. The ball was bowled on the leg and middle. Arjun Singh has been batting very well. 47 of 34 balls. Coming opening with Navjot Singh. Hits it very powerfully through the square leg boundary for 4. The sides total now is 124 for 5. Takes it on the full, drives it powerfully, but gets only 1 single. No, they have not taken a single. I think he wants to finish the game in style by hitting a boundary. Still he won't get. 2 runs. Dry ice versus Icon Knights. Today they met for a T20 match as part of the BHARAT day-night tournament's 20 overs matches. Dry ice won the toss and decided to bat. They made 125 of 18.2 overs, and Icon Knights have finished off in style. 3 or 4 batters have scored above 30, 2 people have scored 49.